successful multitaskers. They can excel professionally while taking care of their families. Every year on March 8th, the whole world comes together to celebrate the excellence that women are. This year, Global Council for Promotion of International Trade and Confederation of Indian Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises, that is CIMSME, took it upon themselves to plan a celebration like none other. Women in Trade Summit, being held from March 5th to March 8th, is a celebration bringing together 100 global women leaders and more than 300 exhibitors from more than 30 countries. Our interview series of women nominated for these awards help us delve deep into what makes for a successful women entrepreneur. I am Tulika Banerjee, Vice President, UP team, and I welcome you all for a crispy conversation with our guest today. Success is not about how much money you make. It's about the difference you make in people's lives. And perhaps that's why it is said that if people are talking behind you, behind your back, be happy. Because that means you are rising. If you are contributing and doing something for others, they praise you. And if you are doing something for yourself, you are rising, then they envy you. Very few people have this wisdom to understand that your first need is to make yourself strong in order to give something back to society. And in this challenging process, some break, some emerge even stronger. And the ones who emerge gets a chance to sit here with you all under this huge platform as the leading lady to inspire us with her story. With all my pleasure, I introduce to you our guest today, Ms. Roma Bachani Gupta, Deputy Vice President, CIMSME UP. Hello, Roma, and welcome to today's session.
Thank you, Tulika, for a wonderful introduction to women in general and women leaders. And I, like you rightly said, in the process, some break and some emerge. You definitely can't pour from an empty cup. So let your cup be full before you start pouring out of it. Thank you so much. It's indeed a pleasure to join you here today.
And we all are starting our introductory round. That is, I say, Aapki Kahani, Aapki Zubani. So we would love to hear Roma's journey and Roma's kahani from your Zubani. Please let us tell us about yourself, your journey, how you are here. The entire process.
All right. So it's been a very interesting journey so far, if I would say. I am a postgraduate from a very renowned institute of India, NIFT New Delhi. And coming from there, I did work with several brands, right from Fab India to brand like Madra Garments, also international brands like Forever New, before I decided to become an entrepreneur. So right from the fashion segment, I decided to switch and come back to my hometown, which is Lucknow, and get into education business. This was way back in 2009 when I got married and came back to the city from Delhi and completing my stint in several cities of India, including Bangalore, Mumbai, Delhi, and Noida. So I came back to the city and we decided to do something about the education. Well, back then, MBA was one of the very premium markets. MBA was everybody doing and everybody wanted to get into. There were a lot of brands who were running MBA programs, but there was still a gap where people were looking for complete mentorship programs. Not only the coaching part of it, but a complete mentorship program where you have personality development, where you actually teach children how to face everything in life in general. So that's where we started our journey way back in 2009. And since then, we have never looked back. Presently, I am Director Law Prep Tutorial, which is a premium brand for CLAT preparation and law examination in general, entrance examination in general. And we brought it to Lucknow. And by God's grace, in just last 4 years, we are the #1 brand, both in terms of students' preference and also since we are giving rank 1 for past 3 consecutive years. So naturally the results speak. In between, I again did a lot of things for women in general, if I would say, I was working under National Governance Plan for their Digital India program, for their several rural upliftment programs. So I was also taking care of 24 Eastern UP districts, and I was taking education to the last mile and several services to the last mile. And when I talk about last mile, I don't talk about the district. Last mile as in the village. So those who are listening to me, they may not know that in India, one Gram Panchayat consists roughly of 6 villages. So we were working on the Gram Panchayat level. And in 24 districts, if I look at, we have more than 30,000 villages only in half of UP. So that was the quantum of the work that we were doing. And I gladly did so. That was one of the stints that made me learn a lot. So this is Roma, who has carved this journey and sitting in front of you.
Okay, I am in awe. I'm not loss of words. This is huge, Roma. A powerful, power-packed iron lady. Oh, baap re baap. Superwoman, Roma. Acha, from fashion industry to education sector, how and why the switch?
Okay, if you want me to be very honest, I did work with the fashion industry for quite some time. And after a point, I started feeling that this particular industry is too superficial for my taste. I knew what is happening in front and I knew what is happening behind the scenes. And I knew that this is a kind of sham that I don't want to be the part of. I wanted to be part of something more substantial, something more fulfilling. And that's the reason I made the switch. I did walk the ramp. I did made models walk the ramp. I did everything in between. And I knew that this is not me. And I could not relate with it after a point, and hence I had to make the switch. So I made the switch. However, when people meet me, they definitely get really interested in knowing how from NIFT I am into law preparation. पर कहते हैं ना कि चलते गए मंजिलें मिलती रास्ते मिलते गए और मंजिलें पहुंचती गई, कुछ इसी तरह मेरे साथ भी हुआ. चलना शुरू किया और रास्ते जुड़ते चले गए और कुछ ना कुछ अच्छा होता चला गया. This is how it happened.
And since you were inclined towards this fashion industry, so how did you prepare yourself? How did it came to you, your mind to go into this? Okay, fine. The reason that we find that it was not fulfilling, it was superficial for you. But then what to do? If not this, then what to do? How did that click? Did you had any kind of preparation, law preparation, or your husband was doing that? But what was the thing that attracted you towards this field?
Okay, there were two reasons. Yes, who was my partner then and now my husband, we both, my husband is a lawyer. He is from Symbiosis. He's a graduate from there. So yes, it was a natural course of action because I had a backup that I could see in him. Also, I totally believe in taking a very informed decision, a very well-researched decision. So this decision did not come random to me. I did a thorough market research and realized that this particular market is going about 20% per year. The takers of law entrance exam are growing at a rate of roughly 20% per year. So in 2008, when you see the entrance exam actually started in a consolidated way, there were only 13,000 students all over India who wrote this exam. And this last year, even though this year was a year of pandemic, still around 65,000 children wrote the exam. So from 2008 to 2020, if you see in 12 years, it has grew like more than 600 times. So that is the exponential growth that this particular sector had. So it was a very informed decision. And of course, I did have a backing, wonderful backing at home itself. So it became a natural thing to get into.
Okay. So what was it your, was your family, means family before, maternal parents, not your in-laws? Did you start your, as you said that at that time you were not married, he was your partner. So did your parents help you in that, or you got any kind of guidance from your parents or something like that?
So Tulika, to be very honest, my parents are very simple people who are barely graduate, and they did not have any background into education business. They are, though we have a business, but that is totally different nature. They did support me in whatever I wanted to do. And though they did not have any idea what I'm actually doing, but they always believed in the fact that whatever I'm getting into, I'm sure that they were sure that I will get into it well informed and I'm making a path for my own. So they were always supporting actually looking into the business perspective of it.
What does your family, parents' businesses?
So my mother is a homemaker, and my father is into the business of ready-made garments, suits, and other ladies stuff. That's a very old wholesale business that he has in Lucknow itself. So that's the kind of background I'm from.
So did you, were you planning to join your father's business by doing NIFT and all that? So you had
Not
some
exactly.
plans to...
That was never the part of the plan. That was never there. In fact, the reason I got into NIFT was the reason that I wanted to get away from the city.
From the city, your home city?
Yes.
You need some time?
Yeah, can I just get from there? Yes.
Sure. So by the time Roma is settling herself, I must tell you that she is outside on a family vacation, and still for us, she took out time, and she's trying her best, level best, as we can see, to accommodate herself as per our situation. Since the situation is so tight here, she's Oma. We love your commitment,
all right.
Roma. This is exactly what a powerful woman does. You are a true. People are just getting inspired.
Yes, we find our ways out.
Make yourself absolutely
we find our ways out.
Yes.
I think now you are able to see the good sightseeing at the background of me, and the city of Chanderi is very, very clear. Let me also tell you, from being from the background of NIFT, city of Chanderi is actually the city where you get all your Chanderi stuff from, the silk, Chanderi silk, and this particular weaving. So it's a beautiful town in Madhya Pradesh. You can see in the background. Right. So we can continue.
So coming from, this fashion industry, leaving it, but still, don't you miss it?
Well, Tulika,
I know you yourself are a fashionista. You are very, dashing lady, very vibrant. But then don't you miss that?
That's a very kind of you to say that, though I consider myself to be very, very simple. Not exactly. I don't miss that because I am very strong-headed and I have always moved on from the places I don't look back at. So I had my stint. I had my own contentment there and I moved on from there. I actually don't miss it. Honestly, there's nothing missing there. So the scenes are not that hunky-dory as you see in the front of it. The scenes are very, very struggling at the background. And
I belong to that field only, and you are asking, you are telling me that it's so fake, it's so artificial, but then I belong to that industry only. So it's okay.
Basically, that was not my calling. Somehow, I won't say that I did not learn a lot. You do tend to learn from the things you do in the past. That's actually pave your path. So whatever I did, I don't regret that. I actually learned from that. Even though I learned that this is not what I want to do. So that was also a big learning. You get to know what you actually want to do.
Yes, exactly.
So I'm thankful that I did that part.
Prior some time, you just told us that you have been doing something for the panchayat and the villages in the village level. What exactly do you do? What work exactly do you do for them?
So I was currently I'm not very active in that circle. So during my stint of that particular e-governance program, I was their business development head for several districts of Eastern UP. So we had to drive government services to the last mile for these villages, right from getting their PAN cards made, to their passports made, to their Aadhaar card made, to Khatoni, to XYZ, whatever services government drive. That was one part of it. The other part was where we used to take initiative. So one of my initiative, which was very well covered nationally also, was taking the Indian gas service to the last mile. So gas cylinder was not available. This was my initiative where I made the gas cylinder available to the last mile customers at a very, very nominal price. Also, we collaborated with Tata, their Tata Trust and Google. So I was also one of the part of this project where we were doing digital literacy campaign. We actually distributed tablets to women in villages, not on districts, not on blocks, to proper village level. And we were teaching them how to use it for their own benefits. So these are the kind of things that we did during that stint. And I continue. Yes, a lot, a lot. You won't believe I stayed in villages where there were no electricity for many, many days, and leave apart the washrooms, nothing was there. But it was, again, this was something I really learned from. So if you look at Roma today, these are the building blocks of Roma. So I've learned a lot from all these things.
Okay, so we now know about three aspects of yours. You were in the fashion industry, then you moved on to the education sector, and also side by side, this was your social service, we can say,
No,
sort
it
of.
wasn't exactly a social service. It was a part of, very much a part of the paid program. But yes, a lot of initiative was also taken during being in that stint with the government.
And now what I know personally, that you are also, expanding your business into a new venture altogether.
Yes.
So tell
Yes.
us something about that. I won't open the secret, you disclose the
So that will actually surprise you, because that is exactly something that I've not done a lot before, though I've done a couple of events. So I'm now formally getting into event management, which will include a lot of weddings and destinations wedding too. This is something I had been interested in for a long time, and people around me, on and off, my friend circles, relatives, have always been requesting me to organize something or the other for them. This is a flair that I have. So maybe they saw the potential in me. A lot of my friends, they saw the potential in me, and they kind of encouraged me to get into this. So because of them and because of something that I enjoy, I'm getting into this field. So I hope I do well. And I hope I satisfy.
I'll hold your Anchal, because I am also very much interested into all this. Roma, I will also do something. Please make me a partner.
It's as I said, it's a venture with the friends, for the friends, and about the friends. So all the friends are welcome. So you're really welcome to be the part of this.
So as of now, we have heard a very powerful Roma. We have known a very powerful Roma in or during all her journey, and very, very, Sherni type of tigress. But then there must be some moments where you face challenges, where you may have broke down and got up again. Would you like to tell us about those moments, the challenges that you faced?
Yes, I think there are several moments in everybody's life which make or break them. There had been several in my life also. And this particular incident, though it's very, very personal, but I think I won't mind sharing it, because it's a platform where we are supposed to inspire other women to get into it. So there was actually a time when we were going through a huge financial crisis for two reasons. That my husband had a major heart attack and he was bedridden for several months. I had a baby in my arms who was very, very young, and a mother-in-law who was at the same time struggling with cancer. So it was, you can understand, just three people in the family. I was one of them, and two were extremely unwell and a very young child. I had to keep the household running. I had to take care of them. I had to take care of my work. And that was the time when I was traveling to these villages too. So that was a very, very tough time. And I won't deny that there were days when I used to actually hide myself out in a corner. I used to cry for hours, thinking for the next step to be taken, decisions to be made, both personally and professionally. It had been a very, very tough 2 years of my life. I did lose my mother-in-law in that process, which was a big dent, because she was a big support system to everything that I did in past. But I am gladful that my husband was well, back to his feet, and he became my backbone again. So yes, that particular part of my life was very tough. When I look back, I'm rather thankful to God to keep him safe, and also to keep me sane and make me this strong that I could face it. It did teach me again a lot. It made me very strong. So I know now there's hardly anything that can shake me up this badly, and I know that I've seen my worst. So by God's grace, I am through it and I'm carrying on. So there's been a very tough phase, yes.
And in that phase, what do you think that your business, which business of yours, brought you back or helped you in that financial crisis that time?
So this was the same education business. I had to take the decision again. This was a time when we were shutting down our MBA program. So there were three things happening simultaneously. The child was very young. The business had to shut down because the MBA markets kind of collapsed and there were not many takers of. So every business, if you see in education, especially in the competition arena, they have a shelf life. So it goes steep stays stagnant and then starts falling. So MBA entrance exam had its own days where we did see the glorified time also, but that was a particular time, 2015, I would roughly say 14, 15, when this particular venture started coming down and we were losing money completely. So my business was shutting down. My husband had a very bad health, and everything was, I did not know all possible ways that the things could go wrong in your life. But then we
What was
had to
the savior then? What was the savior?
the
What was
savior
the
was
savior?
the
Law
savior
prep.
was this government stint that I was doing. And
Okay.
also, I and my husband took this decision again to start Law Prep Tutorial. We started doing the research part of it. And whatever savings we had, we decided to take a plunge. I would rather say a leap of faith and get into business again. So the decision got in right. And here we are again. So it's always any window that shuts on your face, I'm sure there's another that opens up. So it's been like like that for me as well.
How would you rate yourself? Do you find yourself to be an emotional person or a very practical person?
I would say I'm in between. I do get emotional for certain things, but when it comes to decisions and businesses and my work, I'm generally not emotional. I'm very practical when it comes to business part, not very emotional. Personally, I am an emotional person, but not when it comes to work. I take very informed decisions that way.
With so many things under your kitty, you are doing this also, that also. So how do you keep a good balance between everything? Do you find sufficient time? And women usually go insane and crazy managing all these things. So are you able to handle everything and balance everything?
See, there are two keys to balance. That is again I have learned over the period of time. One is to keep you going. You should take some time out for yourself. So that I call my me time, and I don't compromise on my me time. So my me time starts very early in the morning when rest of the family is sleeping. That is the time when I exercise. That is the time when I think for the plan of action ahead of the day. And again, I believe in keeping things very organized when it comes to work. So I know a day prior what I'm going to do tomorrow. So I plan that way. I have two very young children who need my attention. So I have to be very balanced when it comes to the plan part of it. I do write the work for the next day and I stick to my plan. I try and stick to it as much as I can.
I think we lost your connection. Your voice is breaking and your video is frozen. Just switch off the camera and again switch on the camera. Can you hear me, Roma?
I can hear you, Tulika. I can see you also. I can hear you.
Now you are frozen actually. Your frame is frozen. Okay. Shall we continue? Okay, chalo, continue karte hain. Although we have known a lot about you, and there is a lot about this woman. I tell you, I know her personally, and as much as you explore, there is something new every day that I learn about her. Today she is doing this, and tomorrow she is doing that, and so many social activities. So I had in mind a question that how active you are socially, but then I myself am telling you, I know her. She is so much active socially that even people like me, we also fail in front of her, and really powerful. Okay, so fatafat, we will do the rapid fire just so that the audience knows that there was a glitch, there was some connectivity problem. We went, she also, achanak se disappeared, and then she is, after much long, since she was so much willing and excited about the rapid fire, karte hain. So she is back now, Roma is back now, and we'll shoot हाँ जल्दी जल्दी वाला वो फिल्मी स्टाइल में रैपिड फायर ओके
Let's go. Let's do it.
A movie night with family versus a night drive with family.
Night drive with family.
Color defining power, black or violet?
Black.
Color black defining power and red defining love. What would you choose?
Black.
A mall person or a flea market person?
Flea market.
Teamwork or rather work alone?
Teamwork.
your one-liner excuse to avoid unwanted guest would be? Huh?
I'm caught with the meeting.
Acha. That's that's what you tell her.
I tell to everyone, yeah.
Yeah, I know. Now I know. If God asked you, your one wish would be?
Keep my family healthy.
Position them in your life. Father, father-in-law, husband, son.
Husband, father, son. I never met my father-in-law.
You miss him?
I've
Miss-
never got to see him. I've never seen him.
You miss having a father-in-law?
Yes, of course. I really think had I had one, I would have been really pampered. So yes, I do miss that part.
Now, honestly, how many kitty parties groups do you have in a month?
None. I don't do
None?
kitty parties. None.
अच्छा.
No.
ऐसे ही इतने सारे सोशल इवेंट्स हो जाते हैं तो किटी पार्टीज का टाइम कहाँ से होगा?
Yes, that's true.
Okay, now a sudden social event came up. Okay, and you have oil in your hair. Now, what would you do? Shampoo anyhow and then only leave the house, or you will go with oiled hair anyhow?
I'll go with oil hair. I'm not fussy. I won't mind that.
You come from fashion industry. How would anybody believe?
I believe that I look pretty in everything. So
Oh, that's what I was coming up with. You anyways, you look pretty in everything. Okay, yeah.
So I'll go anyway.
Tell us your one strong point
Confidence.
and the weak point.
Little emotional when I'm not supposed to be.
Okay. Recite A to Z. Alternate.
A, C, E, H, J. I got it wrong.
G आएगा ना?
I got that wrong.
Yes.
A,
G
K.
आएगा.
I am wrong. I'm bad with this. Can I recite it? Yes, 5 rules of accountancy will do.
दूसरा देखते हैं. Okay. 1 to 10. Alternate in English and Hindi.
Arey Baba, why are you making me do such things? I'm bad with such things.
You were so happy to have this rapid fire and this game thing. No, this is so exciting. Bolo, bolo.
I'll just try. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Chalo. Oh, good. ठीक है. Okay, tell me 3 names which are bisexual. Used for both male and yes.
All right. So Kamal, Adarsh, because that was the name of my mother-in-law, and many male I heard having this name Adarsh.
Adarsh is a female name. Okay.
So it's my mother-in-law's name. So
okay.
And Santosh. So I've seen a lot of women having this name Santosh, and men too.
Yes. Good. My Adarsh, I didn't know. I thought of that also. Pankaj. Even Pankaj is a bisexual name.
Of course it is.
Okay. One thing that you just can't live without.
Just can't live without.
Can
I say materialistic thing? Can't live without
not that family and all love and all that. Not that. Materialistic thing.
Can't live without my kajal pencil. I always have the kajal on. So
that's good. And one thing that will always find in your purse. काजल. Okay. ठीक. चलो अब one day जिस दिन मेरा तुम मुझको बोलोगी कि okay तुलिका I have an important meeting, उस दिन मैं तुम्हारा वो करूँगी, तुम्हारा पर्स लेके भागूंगी. No काजल. I will invite you. हाँ नहीं, I will invite you for a party where I will ban काजल. किसी को काजल नहीं लगा के आना है. I will invite, and Roma is the chief guest. Now I know.
I will look very sleepy face. That's all. Then you have to face a very sleepy face. That's it.
So this was all about Roma Bachchani Gupta, a lovely friend, a lovely person, a very, very powerful entrepreneur, and a super woman that I have seen. One of very few superwomen in real terms when we talk about. And I can vouch for that because I have seen her in personal life as well. Apart from the video, I know her. I have been seeing her. I see her daily. I know what she does and how she does and how she just make things happen. So we are up for some more such superwomen. Thank you, Roma, for being with us. Thank you for your time, and thank you for making it possible even in such situation.
I wish I could have done it a little better and they would have avoided this technical glitch. Thank you so much. And now I know I drive a lot of power from women like you, from friends that I have around. And believe me, you did not ask me what's my true asset. I would have definitely stepped up and say people around me. They make me do what I do. And they have always been supporting me. So this is one strength that I have, and I'm really lucky in this department. So thank you so much for being one of such women, for being inspiration to me and many around. You are always smiling, and I know it's not been easy for you as well. Thank you so much for having me here. Thank you so much. I had a wonderful time.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Roma.